Are you ever at conflict on whether you should be in a good mood or a bad mood? I'm in that section right now. I am in a good mood because we're about to watch some Kaguya-sama, episodes 3 and 4 of The First Kiss That Never Ends, which I'm extremely excited because, as I said in the previous video, Kaguya-sama is one of my favorite anime of all time. So the fact that we're getting 4 episodes within 3 days is absolutely crazy and amazing, and that makes me happy. In bad news, I use the Stream Deck for these videos. Huh? Okay. Yeah, no, it's still not working. So I use the Stream Deck for these videos a lot of the time, and it allows me to do things on the video, like change the source and whatever on the video without pressing a bunch of buttons with my mouse. It's very useful for videos, but right now it's broken. I don't know why, I don't know what's been happening, but it just, before I started the video, it just suddenly broke and now it's not working. So I don't know what to do about that. And so now this video I'm going to have to do everything manually, and it's going to be a bit more frustrating. So overall, I don't know. I think I'm feeling pretty neutral because I'm like annoyed at one thing, but also really happy about another thing. It's a confusing time for me. But regardless, we're getting into these final 2 episodes. That's the sad thing though, is that there's 4 episodes, and they're coming out in such quick succession. Like, it just started and now it's already over. You know, 3 and 4. But let's at least enjoy this next 40 minutes that we get to spend in the Kaguya-sama universe. If you want to spend it with me in full-length edition, that is on my Patreon account in the description below. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm sure there's more Kaguya seasons coming, and if there are Kaguya around the corner, then the best thing for you to do is to be subscribed to my channel so that you can see my reactions when it comes out, because I absolutely hope I can continue to do this channel, and absolutely hope I can continue to do Kaguya reactions on this channel in the future. So please make sure to subscribe for that. But anyway, I think without further ado, let's get into episode 3 of Kaguya-sama, The Kiss That Never Ends. Bap, 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 bap. December 3rd, 23rd. My brain didn't work for a second. Oh man, these are 2 things that trigger her. It's the bento and his eyes. I bet it's still not gonna happen, huh? Aw, Chica. Classic. It sucks because Chica's being a good friend, but oh no. Oh no, taking her down. Oh, Miko's in a good mood. Wow, there's so many references. Her running away like that, the bento box, the eyes. Aww. Aww, poor girl. And now he probably doesn't want to do it. Or does he? They're alone. Well, yeah, he's got to be doubting himself even more because of all the recent stuff that's happening. Okay. Oh no. Oh my god! Oh my god. Clean it off without your hands. Oh my god! I don't know if terrified is the emotion I'm feeling right now, or if it's something else. Oh! Oh! Shirogane? Did he pass out from anxiety? Did he have a panic attack or a heart attack? Hopefully not a heart attack. Oh my god. Maybe a panic attack though. Damn, the choice to whisper that is very interesting. I think it's so interesting them digging into like the darker parts of Shinomiya that we've sort of been ignoring for a while. Yeah, that's what happens. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh. Shirogane's hand. Oh. Oh. Damn, what a visual. Oh. It doesn't have to be who you are though. That's the things you do. Aww. Oh man, it just shows how cute like regular Shinomiya is. It's been a while since we've seen her now. Aww. Oh. Oh yeah! This doctor! I love him! The quack! I love him, and I love his theme music. It's so good. Da-na-na, that whole like calming theme music. Oh. Oh no, it's the same thing. I love this guy. What? Oh my god. Is that your grandson? Tsubasa? Is that his name? Aww. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, is this yeah, president? Oh, was she in the student council beforehand? Ryuju, yeah. Oh. Oh, look, they both look evil and it's great. They both have a darkness to them, in a way. Oh, she's shook. Oh yeah, for sure. But wow. Aww. I kind of understand what he's saying.
でも彼女泣いてたわよ。彼女も責任を感じているんじゃないかしら。真っ青な顔していつも君が無理していることを気に病んで。
Oh, this nurse is so great.
私は男子の弱さをさらけ出す瞬間って今日そそるわ。結局ギャップよギャップ。普段頑張ってくる。部下がグイグイ来て良い。
Classic. Both of them are doing it.
仮面はそう簡単に外れません。お互い様ですね。
Yeah?
どうするんですか?
That's so funny. Your phone vibrated. Line? Aww.
shinomiya。調子はどうだ? かけてごめん。何の遊び?
I was wondering why she called her Shinomiya.
IT の力で正確にシミュレートします。
Using the power of IT. Oh my god!
異性として見てるのは間違いない。
She's actually sending this stuff to him? That's great.
続けましょう。うちに学ランあったかしら。茶番とかいう割に注文が多いです。
This is great. This is a great idea. Hayasaka, you're amazing.
会長は私のことどれくらい好き? 篠宮が思うより多分ずっと。気に召されたようで何よりです。
She's getting flustered now.
はあ、坂のやつ、なんつうこと聞いてるんだ。
Aww.
ここまで聞いてきたんだから。こっちの
I like them both doing the same, like kicking their feet thing.
会長は私に全部を見せてくれ。
Aww.
そして
They're both wearing
私も同
masks.
じなんだって気づいた。
So they're not really kissing.
あなたのすべてが好きだって言いたいの。
Wow. How's Shirogane gonna take that?
それは持ってるやつのセリフだよ。人より多く時間をかけることだけだ。本当の自分なんて一生見せるものか。
God damn. This music is really fitting. I'm really impressed with this choice of music. Whoa, my god. Oh. I mean, I'm going to be going right into reacting to the next episode, but just while the CD's going, I think this is a super interesting way to go about this, because this is like after the height of happiness for the series, and now they're going to like the darkest place that they've gone and showing the deepest flaws of both of the characters. Super interesting. What a brave way to take this story. Ah, the chorus of this is so good. Aww. Aww. Wow, I like her like suit. That's really cute.
まず聞こう。
Ah?
これは
岸本中井です。
お前は誰？
Okay.
なぜこの家はクリスマスと正月たのに。なんだこの異教徒の記載は。ほら見ろ、Kが正月モードになっちまってるだろうが。
私は皆さんと正月ができるのは嬉しいですよ。
では皆さん。
My god. Thank you for specifying it's not alcoholic. Man, she's cute. Aw, and Hayasaka's with her friends. That's good. I'm glad she's not forced to spend it with with Kaguya. Oh, of course these two are together. Oh my god, in a hotel room alone. And Maki can feel it. Where's she going?
そのローがたっぷりついたお手手で割り箸に触れたら口が汚れちゃいますよ。いきますね。
Was she gonna rig it?
絵本です。
Aww, cute.
ハンカチ。無難を
Okay.
通り越して面白みゼロなプレゼント。
私がかぐやさんの？
Okay.
アロマディフューザーですよ。
Whoa!
詰めておきました。
Whoa! That's a crazy gift.
さすが篠宮。いいプレゼントを用意するな。
私のプレゼントは手作りのバスボムですよ。
Oh, that's cute.
バスボム？はい。お風呂に入れると
She's got a massive bath.
楽しんでご飯ですね。偶然。何かしたでしょ。白金会長のは僕でいいですね。なんか無難というか。面
Aww.
白みないですね。
He was in the hospital. Give him a break. Oh no, it's mohair. It could be really fucked up. His handcuffs, it is really fucked up.
うちの家族、私以外全員ちょっと変なんです。
But that's good for Shirogane.
すっげえ嬉しい。
Yeah, he's like, thank God someone else did something
俺
weird.
の求めていた。
Oh no, that looks bad though.
いつでも相談してくださいね。
Oh my God. They're handcuffed together. Oh, alone time? Is she gonna come out? Oh, he's looking at the moon. Of course he is.
会長、
Is she holding a present?
これみんなには内緒ですよ。
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
会長はないのですか？
Oh,
私に何か。
oh my God, they both thought of each other. And...
いやごめん、ダメだ。
Oh,
適当に選んだやつだから。これは違うんだ。篠宮にはもっと完
oh
璧な。
my God. Give it here.
完璧じゃなくてもいいと言ってるのよ。
She just wants something from you. Okay, she's going to attain enlightenment. That's where she was going.
藤原からも何か言ってくれ。
藤原さん。
Ah, good trick. Oh, give her the present.
やっぱり。
He's fucking running. Oh my God.
完璧なものを私に見せてくれる。
This is so ridiculous but genuinely sad.
会長は私のこと本当は嫌いだから見せようとしないのでしょ。私はあなたを見せてほしくて自分を見せたのに、好きな相手には自分を見てほしいものじゃないですか。
好きな相手。
好きな人に隠し事なんてしたくない。私は自分の弱いところを見せたわ。分かり合いたいから。
Yeah, come on, Shirogane.
次は会長の弱いところも見せてほしいって。
弱い部分は見せられないものじゃないか。自分の弱い部分を見せて幻滅されたらとか。
I see where his anxiety is coming from as well.
理屈はわかります。
They both get each other.
でも私は自分を見せたんですから会長も見せてください。
意固地なやつ。
At least they're talking.
そんなの知った上で関わってるし。別にそれはマイナスポイントになっていない。最初人と距離を置いてるんだと気づいたとき、可愛いじゃんって思った。自分の弱いところ見せたから俺のも見せろっていうのは交換条件にならない。
ごちゃごちゃといいから見せなさい。
Yeah.
プレゼントだとしても絶対に
I love it. I love how childish they're being. What is it? It's such a simple, stupid thing.
うまいな。
なんでけん玉なんですか。
俺も途中から分かんなかった。
That's so good. such a cute laugh.
ムードのかけらもないもの。私が幻滅したように見えますか？
Aww.
バカバカしいよな。
That's the perfect thing to have in a present like that. Oh my god.
そうじゃなくてもいい。
She just wants you.
私はロマンティックだと思う。
They're so cute.
普通どうするんですか？
普通でいいなら、やっぱこうじゃないか。
Oh my god. Oh. Oh. That's so good.
会長、だけど私はこういうのがロマンティックだと思う。何も隠すことなんてない。二度目のキスは
Yeah.
程度のキスで文化祭の日と同じくらいドキドキ
That's
した。
great.
きっと新しいあなたを知るたび
It
に
was just as special as the first kiss. In a
初めて
different
のキ
way.
スをするのでしょう。
Oh my god. Please don't end. Okay. Okay, give me more. Give me more. Give me 3 more episodes. Just 3 more.
冷え切ってて冷たいけどな。
いいんです。かもしれません。会長は頑固ですし、これからも倒れそうになるから頑張り続けるのでしょう。疲れた時は少しだけ一緒に休
Oh
みま
my
せんか？
god. Look how cute they
少
are
しずつでいい
now.
んです。寄り添い支え合って倒れそうな時はそばにいて。
どんなにひどい俺だったとしても。
はい。
So simple, just yes. No extra justification. Just, yeah. Yes, I am.
どこ行っちゃったんですか？すみません。すぐ戻りま
We
す。
making out.
だな。
Man, I can't wait until the student council find out about them dating. Oh my god.
今年も雪は降らない。
下の二の字も一級品で。なりたい。自由になりたい。
Aw, that looks like the manga art.
そういう可愛い人間になりたいと思った。
I think that's the manga art style.
できる人間ってなってみたい。
Oh, the song is great. And a white.
可愛いよ。
Her little headband is white now.
私に言ったのよ。でも気分は私の。私に一日いただけますか？
ね、いいけど。
デートをしましょう。
Oh, look at her. She's so cute. And that's great. They're gonna go on a proper date.
あ、こ来るんですか？
Tsubame.
とりあえず手相を見
Oh
せてくれる？
my god. I thought that was a joke in the
いやあん
OP.
まりいい恋愛してこなかったでしょ。手相に出てる。
すごい。この人本物だ。
で
なんでデートに私服で来るんですか？会長といえばいついかなる時も学校だから私も合わせようと。
Oh, poor
こ
girl.
んな日に限って。
行くか。
はい。
That's kind of embarrassing though.
簡単に付き合ったり
Being in your
別れ
school uniform because he thought he would
その
be.
人が運命の相手かもわからない。
Oh my god.
言葉にするから
What the
や
heck?
やこしくなると思いませんか？
君も一度試してみるといい。
Oh my god. Is Miyuki's dad gonna be the one
自然な
to make Tsubame and
振られたらどうしようとかビビっていた
Ishigami get together?
あなたが好き。
Oh,
私と恋人になって。
oh my god.
と溢れ出たりしてな。
結ばれる。それはとても素晴らしいことだと
This is a
誰もが
monologue
言う。
from the start.
だがそれは間違いである。気持ちが高まったら、あとはもうずっと落ちるだけのもの。永遠の愛もないかもしれない。
わかった。
考え続けた者たちだけが
Aww.
それをつかむことができるのである。
That's so cute. Alright, you're allowed to end now, I guess. Oh my god. That, oh my god. After seeing that episode, I know it worked on me emotionally. It got my emotions really stirring. And I know that because now I'm thinking about my life. Like, my entire life is just like flashing before my eyes. That's how I know that it was a really affecting thing. Like, whenever I see like media that does romance really well like that and has me go through a journey, it can do that to me where I get into a state where I'm thinking about my life and where it's going and the people around me, and you know, like I'm you know, currently a single man, so obviously when I'm watching like a romance like this, I'm watching it through a different lens than if someone who was in a relationship was to watch it. I know that because I also watched romance stuff while I was in a relationship, and it feels totally different watching it. And there are certain times in my life where I am more or less susceptible to the messages in it, and I get more or less hurt by watching it. You know, like it. For example, when I was in a relationship and then it ended, not by my choice, then like for a little while after that, stuff like this, if I had watched this, it would have ruined me for weeks. Like it would have destroyed me for a long time. And it's very sweet and cute and great, and that's the thing. It's like, it's one of those series that it's so good and effective that it makes you feel like it's your life. And so when you're dragged out of it just for a second, like when the credits roll, you're dragged out of that experience, and suddenly it's like when you wake up from a dream. You know how have you ever had those dreams where like something really great happens, or you meet someone amazing, or like I will often have dreams where I like meet a person and get really close to them. And I mean often. I would say like once every 2 weeks or something, I have a dream where I meet someone. It might be a romantic partner, or it might just be like a friend or something, but I will get really close to them emotionally, and I'll feel like they're either my best friend or my wife or whatever. And then I will wake up and you feel like this sense of loss, because it's like you invented this person in your head and they don't exist, and now you're not there anymore. And so I'll get to talking about the episode soon. I'm pretty emotionally vulnerable right now, so I hope that you can understand that I'm working through it by talking. Like the doctor said in this episode, sometimes you gotta work through these emotions by talking. This is my therapeutic moment. But sometimes I wake up from those dreams and I have that moment where I lost something. You get that same sort of way, or I get that same sort of way with stuff like this. So that's how I know that this was brilliantly done, because I was yanked out of it just now. I cried in the ED because I started to like have it all hit me, and so yeah, like now I'm just me again. Wow. Let's talk about the show. Let's talk about what happened. I'll go over. I won't go over everything I've written down, so I'll just go over like the main overview of it. Because like, here's what I'll say: these 4 episodes are probably the least funny that Kaguya-sama has been. I think that is on purpose. This isn't really a funny arc. This is a pretty, as I said, this is the darkest that Kaguya-sama's been. This has gotten pretty heavy, but for good reason. It's establishing something new in the series, you know? Kaguya-sama is partially a comedy series. A big part of it is the comedy of it. But this whole arc, I think they wanted to treat it seriously, you know? It was also a movie. That changes the tone of things, you know? Like, they're trying to tell a story within a movie length. and it's an enclosed story, so you can't have as many like gags as you can. Like if you're sitting down for a 20-minute episode, you can have the overarching story, but then most of the episode is gags. But if you're going for a movie, you kind of don't want to be like just watching a bunch of gags and then there is a loose story throughout it. You want the story to be strong in a film, and you know, the occasional gag here or there. But yeah, like I kind of wasn't expecting, like I'm just not used to Kaguya-sama being consistently like this, you know? I'm sort of used to it like dipping in and out of the really serious moments and then bam, like dipping up into like absolute ridiculous moments. Not to say there weren't really funny moments in this. I'm just going to talk about it now. The cup and ball toy is one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. That is the perfect build up. That's nearly the perfect joke, I think. Like, we know how scenes like that go. When there's a gift, someone is holding a gift and it's wrapped up and we can't see it, and then he's like, you know what, I'm not going to give it to you, and then there's like a fight over like, give it to me or whatever. Once, like, it always leads up to the gift being opened forcibly, and then they see what it is and there's like a moment, you know? And it is always when the gift is ripped open, there is an emotional moment, like the hardest hitting thing that could possibly be in there. So you just go through in your head, like, what could it has to have some sort of meaning, heavy and intense, and that will change the dynamic permanently. That's what is going to be in that gift. So it's just a matter of time of waiting around for it. And we sense that even if you don't like, even if you're not able to articulate that, even if that's not exactly what's going through your head while you're watching that, because you maybe don't think of media as meta as that, you know, you don't think of it from a literary perspective, you're just enjoying the series. Even if none of that is going through your head, subconsciously you've like, it's playing on the fact that we've seen enough media to know that's where it goes. So subconsciously you know where the scene is going. And so when it opens up and it is a cup and ball toy, that is one of the most mundane things you could possibly have. That is genuinely so funny. And it also, like, it is also brilliant because it still hits that emotional moment. Because the point is, like, this is genuinely a weak moment for Shirogane. Like, he showed his weakness, and his weakness is that, like, one of his weaknesses, he's got several weaknesses, but one of his weaknesses is that, like, he's kind of dull, and he genuinely, you know, he's dull, he's frugal, and he has these, like, dumb moments where he's not that cool. He's lame. He's a lame dude. And that's fine. And so he got this, like, super incredibly lame gift for Shinomiya, which is just this cup and ball toy. And I just think that's brilliant. I think that's really funny. Did we see what was in his gift? I can't remember. Oh, we might have, and I was like too caught up on other stuff at the time, I didn't even think about it. But he also might be opening that in like an episode in the future season or whatever. But I just think it's a brilliant joke. I love jokes that play on the mundane, and I love jokes that play with tropes, and I love jokes that lead to emotional moments. Like, it is a joke, but it still fits the scene, and Aka is incredible at that. It's so good. Like, it's amazing. I really love it. Another amazing scene in these two episodes was the Hayasaka scene, where she puts on the Shirogane mask, which is, like, funny enough that she's putting on a mask when the whole theme of the episodes was about how they're both wearing masks. But she puts on the Shirogane mask and she says, let's simulate this conversation. And she said, through the power of IT. And it's actually kind of topical right now. I think what she was implying and what Kaguya, I guess, assumed was happening was that she was using some sort of chatbot, or like, yeah, she was doing something on her phone that had just generated a response, like a realistic, this is maybe what Shirogane would say type response, when she was legitimately just messaging Shirogane. And she was messaging Shirogane with the whole like, oh, I'm just, you know, as Kaguya's friend, here's what I think she probably is feeling, when that's actually legitimately how they were feeling. So Shirogane and Kaguya basically got this like emotional talk with each other, but it didn't compromise their characters. It didn't make them take this sort of uncharacteristic leap to suddenly start talking emotionally to each other and like letting all their feelings out. When instead we had this surrogate, we had this middleman in Hayasaka who was geniusly doing it behind their backs. That's great. That's a really great idea. A great way to do an emotional talk like that, and to get both of those characters to know the outcome of it. It's awesome. And yeah, I think it's so interesting. It's such a brave choice, I think, at this point in the series, when we're so attached to Kaguya and Shirogane, to have Kaguya sort of be very harsh and rude and horrible, like in a way that's really affecting Shirogane. But the thing is, like, that's obviously her flaw, one of her major flaws, you know. And Shirogane has flaws too. Shirogane's flaws probably won't affect the audience negatively as much as Kaguya's flaws will be, because they're not as frustrating for us to watch, I think, overall. But I mean, I wasn't frustrated because I knew where they were going with it. But I think casual viewers maybe might be frustrated with Kaguya overall. But I just think it's a really brave thing to do that with your characters, and it's sort of trusting that, you know, that you're going to get the writing there in the end, because it's the sort of thing that, like, if you don't pull off that character move correctly, people will constantly for the rest of time always just blame Kaguya for that, and they'll go like, oh, I liked Kaguya-sama, but then Kaguya started being a bitch and I don't really like it anymore, and like, yeah, she apologized or whatever, but I could never forgive her for being such a bitch to him during that time or whatever. Like, people will do that, and it will stick with them, and they'll never recover from it if you don't do it in a certain way. And I hope that doesn't happen with this, because I think they did a great job at it. It's like Shirogane's like, yeah, I know that. I know that you're like a little bit of a bitch, you know? I know that you're cold. I know that you can be rude to people, but I also see the great things about you. I see that, you know, you recognize that in yourself, and you're ashamed of it, and you try to keep people away so that they don't get hurt by it. And I think that's sweet, you know? And he sees so many amazing things about her. She sees amazing things about him. As I said, I loved the scene where they're sitting there talking, and he's like, can you accept me even though, like, I'm like a bad person, like I might not be right for you or whatever? And she just goes, yep, and then they just like lean against each other. I think that's really sweet, you know, because often a character will reply to that with like, no, but you're amazing, and I think you're amazing, and you're the best person ever. But she doesn't even bother with that. It's just a yes I can. That's all you need to know. Yes, just trust that I know what I'm doing. Yes, it's brilliant. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? I feel like I get Shirogane. Like, I think it's a nicely written series because both Shirogane and Kaguya have different problems and different anxieties. So a lot of people will find themselves gravitating towards relating to one of their anxieties or the other. With me, I tend to gravitate towards Shirogane's anxieties a lot of the time. And I feel like, yeah, in this episode, there was a lot of them with just like trying to act cool to make people like you. I've definitely felt like I had to do that in the past, where, you know, I'm a nerd. Obviously, I watch a lot of anime. I play Dungeons and Dragons constantly, all the time. I love board games, you know. Not that being a nerd is really a strike against you in modern day. Like, being a nerd is very mainstream and quite normal and stuff. But obviously, like, I'm not the sort of person that works out, goes to the gym, you know. I'm not the sort of person that like I don't grow a beard, you know, like all these sort of traditional masculine traits I don't really have, and that is something that obviously I have in different times in my life had different levels of anxiety about that. And I think, like, obviously subconsciously, sometimes I even think, like, yeah, these people like me, but they will only ever like me to a certain level because of these parts of myself that I'm missing, because of this person that I'm not. And in the same way, you know, the person that I am on the inside doesn't speak with as much confidence and as much bravado, and doesn't and isn't as comfortable as I try to present myself to be. So I put on a mask every single day when I, you know, go out and meet friends. I put on a mask. I'm putting on a mask right now to talk to the camera, obviously, but that's more of a performer's mask. So I think there's a lot to that anxiety that Shirogane feels, and I think it's kind of hard to watch because of how real it feels, but it's also beautiful because the whole point of it is that, like, other people, they don't really care. Like, we put on these masks mostly for ourselves to feel comfortable enough to be around other people. That's really why we put on masks. It's like with makeup. You know how here's something, if you've been in a relationship before, and especially if you're a teenager in a relationship and you do the whole, like, to your girlfriend, like, oh, you don't need to wear makeup, like, stop wearing makeup, I think you're beautiful without makeup, you know, don't bother wearing makeup. We've all done it, and obviously the woman on the other side has every right to say, I'm not fucking wearing it for you, bro. Like, I'm not wearing it because I think you won't like me without makeup. I think maybe some people do, but for the most part, a lot of people wear makeup because they like the way they feel in that makeup. I think it's sort of the same way with masks. We just don't realize it as much with masks. We think that we have to put on these masks to impress other people, but really, a lot of the time, these masks just help us feel comfortable enough to interact with other people. And if they broke away, I think we'd all be fine. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to discuss from this episode. It's got me thinking a lot. I could probably, if I wanted to, talk about this episode for another half hour, 40 minutes, but I don't think people would continue to be interested in that sort of discussion. And I also think I think it negatively affects my videos, probably, if people click off the video and there's another 40 minutes left or whatever. But regardless, that's the end of Kaguya-sama, the first kiss that never ends. It ended. It fucking ended. I don't know what that title was talking about. It's done. But yeah, I loved it. I really loved it. I love the way that Aka writes these things. I love this series. I love these characters. So thank you very much for watching it. I hope there's another season soon. I hope A1 is drawing it as we speak. Please make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. Comment down below, tell me what you thought about the special, what you think about these characters. I would love to read your thoughts on it as well. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time, goodbye.